We are live, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back.
Let me respect you guys. Hold on. I'm gonna change
What?
my shirt to respect our fans.
To respect our fans. Oh, like to change it up.
Fans, man.
You know what I'm gonna do, nah?
Yeah.
You know what I'm gonna do?
Actually, I have a terrific idea. Hold on, you shut up.
Let me change things up. Let me look educated by wearing my glasses. Let's do the things, bro. I'm gonna change things up. Woo!
No
Half man.
amount of
Half amazing. We're about to analyze some of the best Christian, what's it called artists or whatever, and read some of your comments, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, while Lefa is changing, I just want to let you guys know, if you've reached this point in the video, I just want to ask if you guys can just go in the link in the description. Not even in the lecture, just go in the comment section and just let us know if you're vaccinated or not. And if you're an anti-vax, please tell us why you're an anti-vax and tell us your conspiracy theory, why you believe that this vaccine is bad for you. I want to know it, okay? And then if you are vaccinated, or if you want to get vaccinated, which vaccine are you going for, okay? Because I'm a Pfizer nigga, okay? I'm trying to go for the Pfizer thing. I'm gonna go soon. Go for the Pfizer thing. I don't trust no Johnson. Okay, no, I joke. It's not like I don't trust no Johnson & Johnson. It's just, if you have to pick a team, I'm picking Pfizer. I've looked at the stats. It makes sense, okay? So let us know in the description if you're vaccinated, and just say hashtag vaxxed or hashtag not vaxxed.
Before this little monologue, you said if you've gotten this far into the video, it hasn't even been 2 minutes.
That is true. So yeah, and like there's an Easter egg at the end. So Nazo, just stay.
Yeah, just
there's
stick
another
around.
part.
So
could you
I
get a
changed
free
into my
vaccine
Manchester
or
United
not?
Shirt. Why did I change into my Manchester United shirt? Because
Cristiano Ronaldo returned. Congratulations.
Ronaldo is back, baby.
Okay. Watch, guys. Watch. No, watch. Lefa. Who's the greatest of all time between Cristiano and Messi?
CR7, baby.
This guy is a snake, guys. This guy supports Barcelona. He has a Barcelona shirt. He literally stated all this. I'm just gonna say I'm keeping this snippet, okay? I'm gonna remove these glasses because this is mad, okay? But like, I'm keeping this snippet. I'm keeping this snippet.
Nah. I'm playing. Obviously, Ronaldo. The thing about Ronaldo, like the only reason why I beefed with him is because my first love is Barca, right? And that's why I fell in love with Messi. Messi is like, now Ronaldo went to Real Madrid, which is obviously my direct rival. I didn't have a choice. I had to beef with him. Ramos as well. Like Ramos, I kind of have a soft spot for the Spanish national team, but like I didn't want Ramos to play for Spain because he played for Romania, and so for those reasons I didn't like Ronaldo. But like before he moved to Real Madrid, he was my boy because obviously I'm a United fan. And like I'd like to think that like I'm kind of impartial with the whole CR7.
No, you're not.
And
no, you're
thing.
not. You're actually the most biased nigga out there.
Yeah,
you're literally the most biased. Let's be honest. No, in every single debate we've had, bruv. Nah, bruv, you're the most biased, bruv. If anything, you shouldn't be in the room with these niggas debating anything.
Here's the thing. I maybe I am a little bit biased.
A little bit.
But it's just from like the facts. From the facts. I'm biased to the facts, and the facts say that Messi is the GOAT. But I won't lie, like right now, like I'm obviously gonna watch Ronaldo play every week, and I'm definitely not gonna watch Ligue 1. Like imagine watching French football.
I actually watched yesterday's game.
Imagine watching French football. Ew.
One thing I would say is this, man. You're literally the most biased person ever, bro. Like, and you're the most disloyal nigga ever, dude. Like, I'm just putting it out there. You're just the most disloyal person ever. You literally jumped ship so easy. Bro, this guy literally, like a couple of weeks ago now, I remember him telling me, it's like, oh yeah, Messi was still like at Barcelona and stuff like that. He's like, yeah, this year I'm going to get a Messi shirt. I'm going to buy this. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to buy this. And then after that he said, nah, let me land. you snake, okay? And then you know what you said? You're like, yeah. And then I'm going to get that English jersey because I know for a fact that they're going to win the Euros. I'll take us.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I have plans of buying 3 jerseys this season. It's the OG, the retro Messi kit. I have a retro United kit. I'm going to get Ronaldo printed on it. I'm going to get the team viewer, the new United kit, get Ronaldo, like, so basically the last kit he wore and then the next kit he wore on his return, basically.
Yeah.
And then I'm also gonna get a Maguire shirt, McGreasy written on the back, number 6.
McGreasy-ish. Wow,
England, okay. The England one. So yeah, that's me, bro. Ultimately, I'm just glad that now both of them, like, obviously I'm never gonna like turn from Messi. He's always gonna be my GOAT, even though he doesn't play for my team anymore. So I still love him, and now I have reason to love Ronaldo as well. So like now
now you just enjoy it, man.
Yeah,
now you just enjoy it, like Rio Ferdinand said. Everybody's trying to compare these two. Everybody's trying to compare these two. Rio Ferdinand literally said, everybody's trying to compare these two, man. Like, just enjoy it, man.
Just enjoy it, man. Yeah, 100%. The funny you should bring up Rio, because Rio, even though he played with Ronaldo, he admits that Messi's the best because he played against Messi and he was like, there's no different. Anyway, we're not gonna go into that.
Yeah, he's been spun because he got spun. Donda.
Yeah, so we had like a little bit of a chat and we went offline. We off-ramped in the last podcast, but now we're actually going to bring up what we wanted to talk about, which is Christian rap music. How do you feel about it? I think it's a kind of a polarizing conversation. Either people absolutely love it, which is me, or people hate it and they think it's blasphemy. So you tell me. Actually, there's a word for not blasphemy. I think the word is sacrilegious. Guys, we're learning English. In the last podcast,
please don't Google. Please don't. Please, bro.
In the last podcast was pedantic, which means like paying attention.
Boring.
I think today's word of the day is sacrilegious. Let's see. Involving or committing sacrilege. What is sacrilege? What is sacrilege?
Boring.
Please, private school kids, just violation or misuse of what is regarded as sacred. Yes, people think that Christian rap music is sacrilegious. That you say boring, but like literally, that's our topic for the day, right? And that tends to be where people kind of lean. It's like the people who enjoy it and they think that, you know what, I enjoy rap music. But I also love Jesus, and so I love when the two worlds collide. And then there's the other people who just wanna keep it aside, like let me sin and listen to my girls at the club and the drugs, and then listen to
that's song not me
on the side.
Definitely
like let's not put them together. So
no, I hear what you're saying. I think the mixture is good. Okay, I just want must I state what my point is. First.
No, let me first say, we put up a question thing on Instagram where we basically asked everybody like, how do you feel about it and all that stuff, and we're going to be going through those responses, but first we're gonna share our own opinions. Go first.
I will go first because I'm Joey Badass today. Okay. What's it called? My man, you're the one with the lerao. Chill. So no, I joke, Lefa. I'm joking.
Joel, you know what? That hurt my feelings.
Okay, I'm really sorry. Like, it's Joey Bad. I did tell you it's Joey Badass beforehand. I'm really sorry. No, I joke. I'm really sorry. Like, I genuinely am sorry.
You're actually a pervert for that.
No, what? Yeah. For looking at your bunda.
Yeah.
Bro, but okay, bro. Like, okay, look. Quick question, eh? A girl with a big bunda walks past. You're telling me you didn't notice?
Nah, I'm a loyal man. I only notice my
legit. Bunda. The other, I wish I could edit and go back, but I remember you literally admitting on this podcast that there was a time you were walking with your girl, right? And y'all were like walking, and then both of you guys saw a girl with a fit. She looked fit, and you even commented. You're like, bunda. Call me a liar. Say wallahi, that never happened. Say wallahi.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, thank you. No, I'm right. Anyways, I'm forgiven. I decided that I'm forgiven for what I said. I apologize. But in any case, as I was saying, so I think that they should like, I think that they should be a mixture in a sense, but like my problem is the mixture is not good. You get what I'm saying? Like, look, here's the thing, right? I remember like my one friend on like when Donda released yesterday, I remember my friend even tweeted like Hillsong could never, and like I'm not trying to be rude, but like yes, because that's not Hillsong's mandate, but still like Hillsong and a lot of these other guys, they really can't, because it's really focused on, you know, Jesus, God and everything, and 110%. But like I like it, like I just like the idea, because, you know, praise and worship, you can't go into okay, I don't know about y'all, but like I can't go gym with praise and worship. Do you get what I'm saying? Like I can't. Like it's just, and also praise and worship is like EDM. I don't listen to EDM outside of it being religious. Do you get what I'm saying? Like I always say that like the genre of music that I listen to is like Afro beats or it's like rap, right? 110%. That's it. So now if I listen to secular rap, because secular rap is better than Christian rap, I don't care who you are, you can say this, you can say that, but that is truth, that is fact, okay? Secular rap is better than Christian rap, lyrically, flow, well, the flow, okay, but like, yeah, that's besides the point. So when I look at it, I'm like, okay, when you look at Christian music, you look at like your Hillsong, all this other stuff, bro, that's not my genre outside of the church. You get what I'm saying? So like looking at Donda, dude, I'm so grateful, because that is exactly what I needed. Like it's exactly my genre of music out, like in terms of the secular world, and like lyrically, the flow, it like literally transcends everything that I really believe in my heart, bro. So like I look at it and I'm like, it's great, but my problem is I don't think that, and okay, fine, maybe it's because I'm not really educated on like the Christian rap scene or whatever the case may be, but like I still, like with the knowledge that I do have, I still believe that, dude, the Christian rap scene is like below par. Like it is so subpar. It is, bro, come on. Like, you know, like I just don't think it's that dope, bro. Like I think having, okay, and no disrespect to Lecrae, man, like I honestly think that Lecrae has been putting in like his minutes, bruv. Like he's been putting in hours, like, and he deserves credit and everything. But like, I'm sorry to say this, but like you can't compare Lecrae to like your sixth favorite rapper, bro. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Lecrae is not your sixth favorite rapper, and he's not even can't even be compared to your sixth favorite rapper.
Yeah.
That's fact.
Here's the thing about it, right? It's not, you're right, the Christian rap scene is definitely not nearly as good as a secular scene, but there are reasons for that. I think you can't expect it to be, because first of all, it's like just so much smaller. It's like expecting that was going to be a bad example. It's like basically expecting
an
like
outlier.
huge talents. You it's like expecting a huge talent to come out of the Kaizer Chiefs Academy. You know what I'm saying? Like
when there's like one person, or South Africa as a whole.
No. We're talking about clubs right now, right? We're talking about hundreds. Like you're expecting a kid to come from the Kaizer Chiefs ranks, to come through, play for Kaizer Chiefs, get scouted, go to England, be the best player in the world. That's just not going to happen, right? Because
but not even one, bruv. Not even one.
Not even one is. You're not going to get even one superstar. Like,
bro,
in fact,
then might as well listen to secular music.
Listen. Lecrae is the closest thing that the Christian rap scene has had.
If that's the closest louder thing, bruv.
That's
the closest louder, bruv.
That's literally the closest, because he's a Grammy Award winner. Yeah, he's a Grammy Award winner. They won't get, like, the Christian rap scene won't get anything better than Lecrae in a while, and like that's why like they tend to not they, but like the culture, the Christian rap culture tends to like want to cling onto these rappers that identify as Christian but not as Christian rappers. And the difference is you're a Christian man, but you don't make Christian music. But yeah, obviously because you're Christian, we talked about in the last podcast the likes of Childish Gambino, the likes of Stormzy, the likes of even Kanye back in the day. And I want to also mention NF. I don't know if you've heard of NF. You probably have.
Yeah, NF. I listened to his stuff. Yeah.
These are the guys who are really they're good, and they're doing bits basically, right? In terms of in the music scene. And they're a Christian at the same time, so like the Christian community tends to like want to hold on to them and be like, yeah, they're Christian rappers, but they're not really, you know, that's not Christian rap that they're making. Like NF is very Christian, and he won't make an album without dedicating a song or two to Jesus, and obviously in every other song he will talk about his relationship with God and all that stuff. But that's not the music that he makes. Like even genre, it says hip hop, not necessarily Christian, you know, or Christian rap. But there are artists that are good, definitely not to the standard. Like I said, Lecrae is going to be the biggest, but like in terms of
but if Lecrae is the biggest, bruv,
ability, if we're talking about ability, skill, there are rappers. I know of them, but that's only because like I've been listening to Christian rap since I was 15, because I'm a big I back then I only listened to rap, right? So Christian rap was like the good. It was like I said, it was better than Hillsong for me at the time. So I listened to a lot of Christian rap. I discovered artists.
Like, did you listen to like Christian Grey?
Ruslan, KB. Yeah, come again.
And Christian Grey, do you know that guy?
I don't know. Oh.
Christian Grey. Okay, sorry. Yeah, I just remembered that I used to listen to him. No, not like that. What? What? What's happening?
Anyway, nothing.
What's happening?
Ooh,
no, do you know
Christian Grey?
No, bro, I'm not like that, bro. Like not like that. There's literally a guy called Christian Grey that is a Christian artist. I'm not even joking, bro. Like it's spelled Christ on and then space Grey. I'm not even, dude, Google this now. Like, I'm not going to be opted out. Like, I know this man. I used to listen to this guy, bro. Do you see it?
Are you guys buying this? This guy's busy bringing his maponas into our podcast over here.
Bro, I'm not even joking, bro. I'm not even joking. Like, Christian Grey, he's black. He's an American singer, R&B, but, like, he also raps.
Oh, I actually know him, yeah.
Bro, you busy saying, oh, yeah, I'm bringing my mapona. Bro, come on, chill, bruv. Like, anyway, my man. Yeah, that's the stuff I used to listen to.
Jackie, have you heard of Jackie Hill Perry?
Yeah, Jackie. I've heard.
She's like she's also a good example. But like my point, they're not gonna reach that level. Bro. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a point at which like you're just going to you hit a wall. You know,
dude.
Because what you are putting out there is not going to is not of mass appeal. It's like, for example, being I'm a piano artist in South Africa, right? You are going to boom and all that stuff in South Africa. Outside South Africa, here and there and all that stuff, but you're not going to be like for example, I don't know who, because like ultimately that's not Amapiano's doesn't have I want to say that does have mass appeal, because I'm just seeing everybody listening to Amapiano recently, so maybe that was a bad example, but you get what I'm saying in terms of
I do.
When what you're doing is not necessarily of mass appeal, you're not going to reach those heights. But in terms of skill and ability, I think there's an artist that I've kept his name in my mouth for as long as I possibly could, but it's coming out right now because he's amazing. His name is Aha Gazelle, and as far as flow, as far as cadence, as far as wordplay, as far as punchlines, as far as all of that goes, he's
the song good?
One of the best.
Is the song dope?
That's the thing.
You see, bro, these guys know how to, bro. garbage.
Like he knows how to rap. That guy can rap, but is
Bro,
he like,
so many people can know how to rap.
Also, okay, but also to be fair, he also knows how to sing. He also knows how to produce, right?
Congrats,
like,
bro. Congrats.
No. Like, here's the thing about Aha, right? He makes good music, and like, I'm gonna send you his link, and you'll probably enjoy the album. But you'll listen to it for like 3 weeks, definitely. And then you'll forget about it.
Yes, you know? Thank you. I want an album that I can literally go back on and be like, yo, bruv.
No, it's not something that you'll revisit a lot or whatever, anything like that. But it's good music. It's just not like we said, at that level.
We are live again. Okay. What's it
called?
So yeah.
Let's go through your responses now.
Yeah, bro.
The first one was from Tikunami.
Yeah.
Yesterday she was teaching me exactly how to say her name. It's Tikunami.
Okay.
So she said, can be very lame. I think relatable rap is what I lean more towards. That's exactly what we stated. Because like, what's relatable rap? What's relatable to you isn't necessarily relatable to me.
Relatable rap is like, look, here's the thing. I love uplifting stuff, and I love having like music that like really just gets me, you know, like it gets me going. But like, not relatable means that it's in a genre that I like, has a beat that is like, you know, not just your generic beat. Because if we're being honest, right, I can kind of, because I've been a Christian for so many years, I can kind of make a generic Christian song. But in terms of like, like I can make a generic Christian song. I just need like a good acoustic, good piano to come in and just, you know, that moment, especially the bridge, you know. But like, it needs to be kind of unique in that sense where, it's hard to explain. But like, like it needs to be, I think by relatable, she means obviously all the other factors in terms of like, in terms of lyrically 110%. But like, I think relatable also in terms of like what you like in terms of genre, not just EDM, not just, you know, like, but like, as I said, I'm not bashing Christian music, Hillsong, Bo, Maverick City. I love that 110%. But I'm just saying that in terms of day-to-day music that I listen to, just chilling in my car, I don't know, man. It's a very hard no for me. Yeah.
I hear you. I think for me, I actually recently did this. Not recently, actually, it was a while ago. I did this devotional called, it was about doubt, basically. And it was a devotional on the Bible app, and it was by one Christian rapper called Andy Menio. He's kind of famous.
Yes. Yes, Andy. How could I forget about Andy?
He has this devotional, and he was talking about doubt and all that stuff. So like, as much as it's not relatable on a level of like they're not necessarily making like, it ultimately depends on the artist, right? Like, they're not all the same is basically the point I'm trying to get across. Like, some of them are going to talk about, like, they'll talk about Christian stuff, but they'll talk about, like, for example, Christian struggles. They'll talk about Lecrae in Anomaly talks about how he basically got molested by his babysitter when he was a kid. He talks about how his dad went to jail and all that stuff. So like, obviously for me, that's not necessarily like relatable, but like to a young Black American man, like grew up in the streets, dad went to jail, mom was on drugs, that's pretty much standard procedure, you know what I'm saying? And so to them, that is relatable. And like, now you get you because it's kind of like testimonial, you're saying something that's relatable to this kid, and you're saying, but Jesus, and you're basically pointing this kid towards Jesus. So like, they're relating in terms of like,
and I
your
agree.
BC life and what God got you through, and the hope behind the message, I guess, in that song is that you'll see what worked for me and you'll try it out as well. And that what worked for me obviously is Jesus in this case. So I mean, it depends on what you mean by relatable at the end of the day.
And I agree. And she also just commented on mine as well. She said, what's it called? Not gonna lie, the Donda chant kinda feels like it's not godly, you know. It doesn't feel godly. But that's just all of Nami's comments. One of my good friends as well, Tovia, he literally said he really wants to explore Christian rap. He doesn't, just like a lot of people that I know, like, haven't really explored Christian rap, but like he gives a 10 out of 10 for Donda. And I agree. Like, I think that like, one thing that I'm happy about, right, with Donda, one thing that I'm happy about, actually, not just Donda, but with Kanye West literally rapping and like focusing his art around Jesus, right, is simply that not only does the word of God get shared across everyone, but okay, and if you gotten to this point of the podcast, please just like hashtag in the comment section Donda. So basically, like, I just love the fact that it also just motivates people in a sense, or like encourages people to also like rap about this type of stuff and also give us good content, because like it's putting people on in a sense. Like, I mean, imagine having one of the greatest artists of our generation, of any generation, Kanye West, literally speaking about Jesus. Like, do you know how many number one souls are going to be saved? And number two, like, I honestly think that we're gonna just get good music from this, from other artists as well, dude. Like, I'm pretty sure Andy's sitting at home like, man, like, let's get to working. Lecrae, I'm pretty sure he's also sitting there like, yo, let's put in some craft. Like, look at the way he flowed, look at how he did that. Like, this should be an example for Christian artists out there also, to not just sit,
But also, he does open a door.
Yes.
He opened a door that was otherwise shut, right? Because like Lecrae got a Grammy, but in order to get that Grammy, he kind of like strayed. He started making more secular music, and then that's basically was his way, because he is a very talented guy. Mm-hmm. If he can just decide to flip that switch, make secular music, and then he'll be extremely successful. He is extremely successful, but I mean, like, to reach those heights. But he decided to just go back,
Yeah.
And what basically I think now
Kanye.
People who aren't Christian are listening to Donda. They are, like, it's just the fact of the matter. Like, that you're going to listen to this album, and Kanye in every single song he's going to talk about Jesus.
Yeah.
And yet people who aren't Christian are still listening to it anyway, right? So now
I know some non-Christians listen to it and giving it
bro, like,
good ratings.
because everyone is listening to it, and not everyone is Christian ultimately, Lewis Hamilton was speaking about, like, he was like, there was a race delay yesterday, and they asked him what he was doing, and while he was waiting for the race to start, he said he was listening to the new Kanye album. He's not Christian. He might have just been saved right before the race through that album. You never know. But anyway, our point is, he's opened up a door, because people, there's whoever was like unwilling or reluctant to even give Christian rap a try.
Yeah.
Whether it is because they're not Christian, or just because they just don't like Christian rap in general, i.e. Nami.
Yeah.
Now that they've heard Donda, they're like, well, maybe we should give the other guys a try. Maybe, like, I enjoyed this, so maybe I can enjoy like another artist who makes this type of music,
And I agree.
And that's when basically it gives, like, it just enlarges the audience for the other Christian rappers, the likes of Lecrae and Andy Minnie, of the ones that we spoke about,
Yeah.
So
No, and I agree,
it can
dude.
only be a good thing. It can only be a good thing unless he starts lying and leading people astray.
Yeah, and I agree. Like,
you don't want a situation of the blind leading the blind.
And I agree, bro. Like, this can only be a good thing in a sense. And as you said, like, I think, like, Kanye is most probably going to get a Grammy from this album. It's set in stone. Like, in my opinion, it's done. 130 countries have on Apple Music has your album as number one on the charts. You're getting a Grammy. It's as simple as that. My thing is, because it's like kind of Christian and everything, it is under hip hop and rap, but like, it's Christian. 110%, in my opinion, I think that this is going to get a Grammy, and it's also just going to show that, like, you can rap and sing about Jesus and still achieve these things. So Lecrae can literally have his goal set, like, bro, like, I'm gonna drop an album that's gonna be similar to Kanye's in terms of like the godly aspect, and still do well. I don't want to take too much time, but like, what's it called? Another person.
Do you know an artist called Montel Fish?
Yes, Montel's actually dope, but like, he's dope.
Montel is like, he's the
He's what
He
your guy.
reminds me kind of a bit of
Tom
Kanye,
Mish.
'cause, like, yeah, I love him.
Does he?
But, like,
Tom Mish.
no, yeah, obviously, yeah, he makes that type of music. But what I'm trying to say is that he makes that type of music that you don't have to be necessarily Christian to like it, because it's like just so. It's beautiful music. It's beautiful music, but it also has that message. And so whether consciously or subconsciously you're taking it in, it is coming in. You know.
Yeah.
And it's the same with Donda. Like, people will listen to it without the intention of like, let's hear what this Jesus is about. That's not the intention. They just want to hear Kanye rap, right?
Yeah.
But they'll take that message is gonna come through.
Yeah.
Anyway.
No, and I
the
agree.
Next person is Nasli_X. The Bible says, take what is good and leave the rest. I'm enjoying this album, Shame. Shout out.
Yeah.
That's literally what I mean.
Exactly. That's the point, 100%. Man. And like my
as
one.
As long as, like we said, it's not sacrilegious.
Yeah.
Yo, man.
And then somebody said, Oliver said, the lifestyle of the rappers matter a lot. The music and the lifestyle should aim to glorify God, not self. In terms of the thing, I'm like, and I completely understand. Like, I agree with what she's saying, but like, I always say that, okay, obviously there is you know, it's very distinct. Like, you know, whether like, alright, this is a lifestyle that like glorifies God and this is not. But I will have to say, that like, and you guys get that thing, but like, I want to say that please don't hold people to the same standard that you hold God. Okay, like I'm not saying expect
well. Like, don't expect them to not drink.
Don't expect him and not even that, don't expect him to not make mistakes. Like, I'm not saying like expect the best from them, but like when you see them, like when you see like something bad happens or whatever, like don't be like, I knew this guy would, like, bro, then that's nah, we're not doing this, guys.
100%.
Like, legit.
I mean, ultimately you treat, like, although that person is like, now that they're a public figure and they work out there and they're basically there for you to judge, doesn't mean that you treat them any differently to your neighbor, which is that you don't judge them, you know. Like Kanye West in an interview, in actually numerous interviews after dropping what was
Jesus
that?
Is King.
The first Christian album,
Jesus is King.
After dropping Jesus is King, he was doing like promo tour and all that stuff, and he was like, he kept swearing, you know, and he apologized, and he was like I consider myself like a level 1 Christian, jokingly, like I still like let the odd one slip out, you know, unfortunately, but ultimately isn't that all of us, like,
listen to the message,
bro. 100%. God is working in all of us ultimately, but we still all have our flaws, you know.
And it's crazy. It's like, it's ridiculous. Sorry, continue. Sorry, I was gonna just.
So I can like preach the word of God, and like when I'm out at a party or whatever, I'm gossiping, which is obviously not right, or you know, like, I'm not gonna go too much into it, but you get what I'm saying. Like, ultimately you can't like expect them to be perfect. That's pretty much what it comes down to.
And don't hold them to that standard, man. Like, it's a very dangerous, like, even with me, like, no matter how much good I do, if good I do for somebody in front of people, like, as soon as I see that these guys, like, I'm doing so much good to a point where they expect me to act like basically they're holding the same I'm like, nah, guys, I'm gonna tell you straight, nah, don't. But okay, sorry, let's continue. That's besides the point. That was a great sermon.
The Mixed Princess said they can all sound the same, sometimes when not successful in circular.
Not successful.
Wait, let me try to understand that.
Sorry?
Let me try to understand that. I'm trying to understand that. I don't think I
quickly read.
They can all sound the same.
Yeah.
Sometimes when not in circular.
So they can all sound the same. Or like
I think she's basically saying Christian rappers can pretty much all sound the same.
I'm sorry to say this. I'm actually not, but I somewhat agree. I don't think, because here's the thing, right? When you named your favorite rappers earlier, right? You can honestly say that there's not just a difference in the flow, but like, in a sense, like, it might not necessarily be a drastic change, but it's a significant change in like the beat and the way they like communicate with the audience. And like, a lot of the times I can literally hear common grounds. Like I hear a lot of Christian artists that either are trying to, like, when I'm like, okay, I've heard this type of flow before from a secular artist, and the secular artist does it better because you're trying to take it from them. But like, sometimes they miss, or like sometimes it's not very unique. So I understand what you're saying. I'm not saying that like I'm not saying that like this is always the case, but I'm just trying to understand the actual statement.
Yeah. So let me play devil's advocate. I agree, but like ultimately that's true for every section. It's just about proportions, right?
Yeah.
So let's look at the secular industry, right? And let's say the secular industry has 100 people, 100 rappers, right? And the Christian industry has 20 rappers. Actually, if we're going to be more proportional, let's say 10, right? Now, in the secular industry, we can all agree that we tend to like hold on. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Just say something.
Mic check 0 1 2 3.
Okay, lovely.
Yeah.
What tends to be the case is that there's just a bunch of people that sound the same. Like your Lil Babies, your Lil Uzis, your Lil, your Migos, your Futures. You know what I'm saying? Like those people can tend to sound the same as well. Like anyway, you get what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
So
no, I do.
In our 100 rapper survey, let's say there's 60 Lils, and they literally all sound the same.
But the nice thing is that there's the originals that you listen to. There's a bunch of originals, so you just like the problem. The ratio from originals to fakes, like it's well managed in a sense, but the problem. I'm not trying to bash Christian music, oh my word, but like I'm just saying that it's hard to find original.
Let me finish my point.
Yeah.
Let me finish my point.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
So there's 60 Lil whatevers, and they sound like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's another 20 Eminems, right?
Yeah.
They're just lyrical, right? And then we're left with 20 people that are unique. They have their own sound. That's where you get your Tyler the Creators, you get your Childish Gambinos, you get your Chance the Rappers, you get your, you know what I'm saying, people who sound like they have a unique sound, your Snoop Dogs. But the fact of the matter is that the other 60-20 group, you can add it up and say 80, also kind of sound the same. That's kind of how the industry goes, right?
Yeah.
And now if we look at our Christian rap ensemble of just 10 people, and you take the exact same proportions of 60, 20, 20, and this time it's 6 to 2, that's 6. So there are 10 rappers and 6 of them sound the same, 8 of them sound the same pretty much. You see why it seems like Christian rappers all sound the same?
No,
because
it's just
the ratio. So much less Christian.
It's basically per capita.
It's just how it is, like. Yeah, 100%. But like that's just kind of how it is with rap in general. Like I wanted to say that like the reason why I wanted to speak about like this Aha Gazelle guy, for me, he's like one of those people that have like their own unique sound. Like he produces, sings, writes, raps for himself and all that, and you can hear like it's so it's so borderline Drakey. Like it sounds like
people are throwing goats. People are comparing goats.
100%.
Goats.
He has like Drake.
No.
He has Drake cadences. I'm not even gonna lie. But anyway, not gonna go too far into that. My point is, he's like a unique specimen. There's this group called Beautiful Eulogy. They make this almost like this almost poetic type of rap. There's a guy called Jay Givens. There's a guy called Jay Givens who also makes like this abstract kind
Jay
of rap,
Gibbons.
which reminds me a lot of Childish Gambino, but he's like all over the place with ideas, and he's also an engineer, so like he incorporates that into his rap as well. My point is, if you really do go into it, you're going to find the differences. If you look at the mainstream guys, if you look at the people like Lecrae and Andy Mineo, them two, I'm not even gonna lie, they kind of already sound the same. If you're looking at the two biggest stars in the Christian rap industry, they already kind of sound the same. But if you actually like you were talking about these people who want to go into, you said your friend wants to go into it, like go into it and actually like be intentional about discovering
that's the thing.
New people, like when you listen to like a Lecrae album and you see a feature, go listen to who that feature, go listen to that feature's music, and that's how you just go deeper and deeper into the rabbit hole, and you just find like crazy talent.
But that's exactly how like that's how like you literally discover like better artists. That's why I personally like would suggest like Spotify always has good playlists, and they always link you. Well, I'm not shaming Apple Music, but like Spotify really does do it better. It's as simple as that. And like one of my friends even said that like Christian rap is good, but over the years it has lacked depth, which I feel Donda has. Well, we basically already like spoke about like basically just the per capita thing. So like you won't find depth, like it's easier to find depth in the secular world because there's in terms of music, because there's just so many different options that you can get, whereas like in terms of the Christian thing, it's harder to find that depth, which I understand. And like, you know, like us, we're getting new music. Like in terms of the secular world, you get like good music every like 3 months or like 2 months. Like you'll get like music, or if it's not an album, if it's not a full album, okay, a full album is like hard. So like I think that you can get like a good full album in like 6 months, in the space of 6 months, or like So but like in terms of just good music, like a song or a good couple of songs, you can almost get a good song every month or every second month. So I completely understand, you know. Do you have any other responses over there before we close?
I have a few. Oh, are you done?
Oh yeah, I am.
Okay, wait. Okay, hold on. I have a few then. I'm gonna run through them. There's one person who said, I'm still trying to figure out that if that album is even Christian. That's the thing. Like if you're coming from a Christian perspective, right? If you're coming from a
Hillsong
rap fan perspective, right? You're going to hear like, oh my gosh, this guy's talking about Jesus so much. If you're coming from a Christian perspective, you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, this guy's saying nigga so much. This guy's talking about like there's this one song called Junior Watanabe, you're my and he just says that like 17 different times. And Junior Watanabe basically is a fashion designer, and he's saying he's got like his watches on his wrist basically, and which is kind of like a very rappy thing. And when you're Christian, you're gonna hear that, oh my gosh, this guy's flexing, you know. So
it's very
perspective.
It's very different.
But ultimately, you must also take into consideration that Kanye is also kind of young in his faith, so Anyway, I'm not gonna go too far into that. Nigga running a cult, that's what I think. Oh my gosh. Okay. We're going to just pass that one quickly. No, we're not gonna
discuss that nonsense, man. Because
Yeah.
everything is a cult. Everything is a cult when it's Christian, but everything.
We're missing that one. We're missing that one. Someone said. That girl said, I love it. It just has to be biblically correct. Donda, I haven't listened to it yet. Yeah, 100%. That's basically what I said as well. I was like,
we've been mentioning.
As long as it can only be good for the industry, as long as he's not lying, as long as he's like still telling the truth, because you don't want him leading the blind. You don't want the blind leading the blind. So 100%. If you have anything to say about this, I'm just gonna go, and then if you have anything to say, then you'll say it afterwards. There's a 4-parter to end it off. Wow.
Oh my word.
Nothing wrong with it. As kingdom people, we also need to use strategy to bring young people to Christ. And if Christian rap works, then we use that. There's no scripture that tells us what we shouldn't. The message of the cross at the end of the day is still being spoken. It's still a way of ministering at the end of the day. And then I haven't listened to Donda. I will I will do though. Okay, yeah. Pretty much what we've been saying as well. It can only be good. It can only be good.
It can really only be
like
good,
I said,
man.
Lewis Hamilton was listening before his race. We don't know, guys. Lewis Hamilton could be Christian now because he listened to Donda.
And even if he's not Christian, it's a step. It's really like, it really is about like
exposure,
God plotting the
right?
seed and stuff like that. There's just so much that can happen from this album. Like I can honestly emphasize how many like as I said, like Donda being dropped is only it's a heavy W for Christians. I don't care who you are. Like I saw people tweeting that I know have really like just gone away from God completely, like tweeting about how good this album is. So like like as a Christian, I'm really proud and I'm really happy. I don't care what Kanye, like, love or hate, this album, God really did use Kanye through this album, and I'm proud. Like, there's nothing more for me to say besides
like
that.
It's like being a PSG fan right now, and you have the GOAT playing for your team. That's basically what it feels like.
No, Mbappe is leaving, bro. He's going to Real Madrid. I don't know what you're talking about.
You're being childish.
Alright, bro, let's close this thing off, bruv.
Hold on, just to close, I want to say the last. Like, I have a friend who has always been a Kanye fan, right?
Yeah.
Like, if you what's that song? What's that album? Yay, you know the album Yay?
Yeah.
The 7-track album, yeah.
Yeah.
He and like albums like Life of Pablo, he can sing every single word, like word for word, and this is a Christian man.
Wow.
He'll sing all those albums like word for word and all that stuff, right? But he won't he won't listen to Jesus is King, and he won't listen to Donda.
Are you serious?
Because because it was like it's the whole sacrilegious chat, right?
Yeah, okay.
To him, it feels like almost low-key blasphemous in a way to that, like, you know, like he like I said at the beginning of the podcast, there are those people who they like that their worlds have come together. Then there's those people who wanna listen to their Maverick City music and their Life of Pablo separately. They don't want Maverick City music with the choirs and Life of Pablo coming together and making Jesus King, because then it seems like unnatural. It seems
look, he's missing out,
borderline sinful.
He's missing out on good music. That's all I can say.
He is.
Like, he really is taking it out.
He is, but like ultimately that's his choice. Ultimately there's like a whole bunch of music out there, and you can miss out on good music. There's always gonna be more good music out there. So I guess
shout out to man.
To each their own, you know. To each their own.
Yeah.
But guys, this has been a great podcast. I love talking about music, so I really enjoyed this one. I hope that you enjoyed it as well. If you have made it this far, comment down below Junior Watanabe on my
hey.
It's been an amazing experience. As you know, as always, Lefagram, Joao Miruo, Sevenfold Studios on Instagram. Engage with us.
Please.
Until next time, it hasn't been the
Keep
Lefa Life.
doing the most.
Keep with the Most High. Yes.
Cheers.